Okay, let's head over to the gym. We're stuck a little bit in traffic, but today has been hella hot. I came inside the car, man, I can barely breathe in here. And then, luckily, my car seats are not made out of leather because, oh my god, they would have burnt the hell out of my legs. So they're made out of cloth, which is a good thing. But even then, when I sat down, that shit was so fucking hot, the seat, that I couldn't even sit properly. I had to kind of just like stand a little bit up until it kind of cooled down a little bit, or maybe my legs adjusted to the heat. But you guys already know I started putting the AC on full blast because there is no way I am sitting in this hot ass car like if it's a sauna, because hell no. Hell no. For all the folks that have sat inside a hot ass car, you guys already know it is not the most comfortable situation to be in. Now, today we have, I was about to say today we have chest, man. You guys are going to be seeing that I'm going to be forgetting what we're going to be doing that day until I remind myself right there and then. But today we're going to be doing legs. We're going to be doing quads. Today's our second leg day out of the week. For the new folks, we usually train legs, or not usually, we do train legs 2 times a week. And so today's our second leg day. We're going to be doing quads. It's going to be a quad focus. We're going to maybe start off with hack squats. I think those should be pretty good. Start off with 3 sets of those. If that's taken, then we do some Smith machine. I think that'll be pretty good still. We'll do some Smith machine. We did Smith machine on our first leg day. Those felt hella good, so we might just do it again. If the hack squat is taken, just because they only have one hack squat, but they are getting more leg machines. I was just talking to another owner, another owner from the gym yesterday, and he was telling me a little bit more about the gym and everything. He was telling me about the co-owners and everything. So it's been really nice to get to know everyone and kind of integrate myself into this new community at the gym. Because you guys know, as you kind of start getting used to the different gyms that you go to and you start to become a regular, you're kind of integrated into that community. And so I'm pretty excited to see what kind of leg machines they bring in. They've kind of already gave me a little bit of a breakdown, but we're not going to be able to see until they come in. So we'll see. Now, August, I think 1st, if I'm not mistaken, I have to double check the date, is their official opening day, and that's their for sure opening launch. Now we're right now at a bit of a soft launch with the gym, so we joined a little bit earlier than the new folks that are going to be coming in post launch or main launch. Now, oh yeah, I almost completely forgot what we were talking about before that, but we're talking about legs, and we were talking about what we're going to do. So we're going to be doing some hack squats. If not, we're going to be doing some Smith machine. I think that'll do us some good. And then we're going to be doing a leg press. I'm thinking just one set I can't even speak. One set should do as good is what I'm trying to say, because we already did some either some heavy squats or some heavy hack squats. So I think one more solid press would do the trick. And then we're gonna sit there and we're gonna also do some calves. Now, one thing that the gym owner told me, or one of the gym owners told me yesterday, was that they're getting a calf raise machine. So man, they heard us. They heard everyone, or maybe I just wasn't the only one that was thinking the same thing. We need a calf raise machine, so he told me that they're gonna get one, so they're gonna be bringing one in. So I'm pretty excited to be setting up the calf raise machine instead of setting up the leg press. So stay tuned, because we're gonna probably be checking it out. I'll probably show you guys what it looks like, and we'll probably show you guys a set or two, so you guys can take a look at which one they bring in, because there's a variety of different calf raise machines. I kind of prefer the ones that you're standing on, I'm not gonna lie, as opposed to the ones that you're sitting. I feel like those are way better. So hopefully they get one of those. So we're gonna do one leg press, and then we're gonna do 3 to 4 sets of calves, just because we already have the leg press. Might as well just kind of use the machine already. And then we're going to move over to some leg extensions. Now, for leg extensions, I think we're just going to do 2 sets. We're going to either do 205. Now, I'm thinking we're going to go a little bit heavier, Maybe we'll do 205 and then maybe I'll grab a 2.5 or something like that. And we'll do that for our first set of leg extensions. Then for our last set, maybe we'll do 205 or we'll do 195. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing once we get there, because sometimes the legs can be feeling a lot stronger than we anticipated. And then sometimes they can catch me off guard a little bit. And next thing you know, things feel hella heavy. I don't know. And sometimes that kind of happens. I know, like, I don't know if it was last week or the week before that. We're having a damn week, man. Everything was feeling heavy. We're not getting that much sleep, so for sure it was a bit of an iffy week, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. We've had worse weeks or worse months, to be honest. I know early on into the fitness journey, I think I went a solid 3 months with just getting 6 hours to 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep, sometimes like 5 hours and 45 minutes, no matter what I did. And no matter how early I went to sleep, I would just wake up hella fucking early and my body was just only getting 6 hours. It was hella weird. I don't know, but at the time it wasn't the most wonderful time for myself. Now, I don't remember if it was during the bulk or during the cut, but it for sure was a tough time during that time. And now we regulate our sleep. For sure, we're getting a solid 7 hours and like 20 minutes typically. And then sometimes we get a little bit more carried away where we get maybe 9 hours, sometimes 8 hours, but it's typically around the 7 hour to maybe 7 hours and 30-minute mark. We used to get a little bit more where it used to be like 8 hours straight or a little bit more than that, but then it just started kind of dying down a little bit, and now we're getting 7 to maybe 7.25 to 7.5. It seems like my body kind of fluctuates here and there on the time it wakes up and how much sleep it wants to get, to be honest, because sometimes I try to go to sleep hell early and I still kind of get around the same amount of time. So it's kind of like a cycle, I guess you would say. But luckily, we're on a good cycle right now where we're getting enough sleep, which is good. Now, I did talk about leg extensions, so we're going to do 2 leg extensions, and then we're going to move over to biceps. Now, biceps, we're going to keep it with just two different exercises. I'm thinking we're going to either do some dumbbell work, or if it's not too busy at the gym, then I think we're just going to grab a cable stack and just stay there. Maybe we'll do something with the handles and do some single arm work. I think that should be pretty good. We'll see what we end up doing, but anticipate at least a solid 6 to 7 sets. And we most likely take them all to failure. I'm not going to lie. Most of our sets, I think I'm going to say at least 90% of our sets are taken to failure, sometimes 85%, kind of depending. But that's just kind of how we've been rolling. And it's been working with the amount of sets per week and everything that we've set up. I think we're at a sweet spot, which is good. So we're going to do 6, 7 sets of biceps. And then you can't forget forearms. So we're also going to be doing forearms today. You can't be forgetting those. Forearms is kind of like abs. Now, I'm hella bad at doing abs. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you're already doing abs when you're doing other movements and things like that. So I haven't done a lot of ab work, but I still have abs. So I think you don't really need to do them. And once you develop them, you really don't have to do much to keep them. Now, I'm not going to say that working them out won't be beneficial, because I want to say, yeah, it is. You want to skip any muscle group. So I would say don't skip out on abs if you have the time to do them. But right now I just haven't had the time, so I haven't really been doing them, to be honest with you guys. But with forearms, it's kind of similar. It's kind of one of those muscle groups where a lot of people leave them in the back burner, but we want to make sure that we're hitting them, just to make sure that we're getting everything in and we're getting the most out of our sessions. Now, we did pick up a new pre-workout. We went with the same brand as the last one that we picked up. Let me show you which one it is right here. So with this one, we went with the watermelon flavor. I figured you can't go wrong with watermelon. So we picked up the watermelon flavor, because that pineapple, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That pineapple flavor from that brand, I'm gonna give it a solid 4 to maybe 4.5. It tasted like a watered down pina colada. It was not it for me. So for sure not getting that one again. I'm having a little bit of a, not a little bit, but I'm having high hopes for this watermelon because who can mess up watermelon flavor, you know? So we'll see what we rate it. Actually, let me rate it right here. I'll put the rating right here of what I thought the taste is, just because we're gonna take it a little bit closer to the exit once we exit to the gym, because it gives us enough time to warm up and everything and get everything situated. Now, I've also been a little bit of doom scrolling through YouTube, and right now, man, I can't talk. I swear, it's these damn retainers. They've been making it hella hard, and sometimes it's hard for me to say certain words, or they just don't come out right. And so it's gonna take some getting used to. I think this is like my first week with them, so bear with me. Bear with me as we get adjusted to these contraptions in our mouth. And I completely forgot what we were talking about that before, actually. See, now I completely forgot. Oh no, I've been doom scrolling YouTube. So I've been doom scrolling YouTube, and you guys would think that I've been watching a shit ton of fitness content, but no, man. I've been watching so much gobbling clips because his commentary is just so damn funny, man. When he be going over the police body cams and he's going over, he's just giving commentary, man. Some of the things be hella funny. I'll be like brushing my teeth, kind of getting ready for sleep, and I'm like watching one of them, and man, I'm just like hella cracking up right before, or sometimes as I'm editing, I I'm watching some of his stuff, and man, he always has me cracking up. So I've been into his stuff right now recently, going over his commentaries, and they've been pretty funny. Let me know if you guys have also. Ooh, maybe someone's getting stopped. Let me know if you guys are. Oh yeah, someone is getting stopped. Okay. Let me know if you guys have also watched Goblin clips on YouTube, man. His stuff is hella funny. His stuff is hella funny. Anyways, before we end up getting stopped as well, because it looks like someone just got stopped right next to us. Let's skip over to the gym now. Let's see what we start off with. Either some Smith machine or the hack squat. I'm hoping for the hack squat. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see once we get there. We just made it in now. There's no towels in the front desk, so I don't know how the hell we're gonna be cleaning this equipment as we get through. I think we're just gonna have to do a little bit more moving than usual, which is fine because we get our steps in. But I think we're gonna have to use the regular towels because the ones that are reusable, there's none of them, so we're gonna have to wait. Let's warm up. Let's set up, and then I'm thinking our top is probably gonna be 240. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. 45 and 25 with maybe a 2.5 is what I'm thinking. If shit's feeling hella fucking heavy, maybe just 45 and 25 to be honest, because you never fucking know. Now let's move this up. Try it without weight first. It seems like, in terms of doing it, it feels a little bit better for my shoulder if I kind of grab it with my palms going this way instead of grabbing it with the handles, just because whenever I have too much weight, for some reason it's been giving me some collarbone issues, or like kind of like the shoulder issue around here. And I think it's from these or any specific squat when there's a bunch of fucking weight on our shoulder. So I think I just gotta be a little bit careful. But let's warm up for one more. Let's have 45 and see how that feels. Okay. I'm waiting for this pre to fucking start hitting me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking yawning.
Feel fucking sleepy already. All right, now I'm just gonna use the belt for this. I think once we do our top set, we'll use the belt and the sleeves. Now, what I like about this specific platform, it has these specific lines where it tells you kind of where you can place your feet. So that way you're not guessing every single time you come in. You kind of already take a look at where you're looking at and then just place your feet there every single time. And that's just kind of what we've been following. So that way it's a little bit easier to set up right off the bat. Instead of like the other platforms where you don't have any lines and then you're not figuring out where you're sitting or where you're standing. All right, let's see how this one's feeling. Right here. Oh, there we go. One more. Okay. No. I think our top set is gonna be 25 with the 2.5. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can, but we'll see, man. We shall see once we start. Now, I don't know what to fucking expect. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna try to go as hard as I can. Worst case scenario, I end up failing. We have to re-rack, and then maybe we'll drop set a little bit, and then we'll make an educated guess for the amount of weight we're gonna do on the second set. But we'll see once we get there. Man, sometimes you gotta mentally prepare for some of these. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, that pre-workout is already fucking hitting me again. I can feel the tingles. It's about time. It's about time. Actually, I might grab it here, fuck. So I get one more. I just need one more. Come on. Just like that, we hit a fucking PR. Little by little, we're fucking going up. Okay, I'm gonna take maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I think our second set, we're gonna do 22.5. I think that'll be solid for the second and third one. Let's switch the angle for you guys. Okay, now I'm banking on the focus to not play us for this set. So we end up dropping down to 22.5 on each side with the 45s. I'm gonna try to get at least a solid 6 to 8 is what I'm hoping for now. Worst case scenario, I think I'm gonna pause it and we should be pretty good. Now it's hard to pause it when you're doing your top set because it's hella fucking heavy. That's usually your heaviest set. So it's a little bit harder to pause at that one, unless you're doing maybe like a weight that's a little bit easier than what you would regularly do for close to failure, I guess you would say. I'm hoping for at least a solid 7. Is what I'm hoping for. If I get it, I'm even happier, to be honest. Okay. Wish me luck. Let's try it this way. It's a little bit better for my shoulders. Okay. That's gonna be a pause set. Let's say for 2 more. I'm gonna give myself maybe 20 seconds so I can try to get as much of my energy back as fuck. Okay, that was good. I think for I think for our third set we're gonna do 20s, not 22.5. I'm gonna go wipe my face. I'll be right back. Okay, now for our last set, we're gonna do 20s. I think that should be pretty good. Man, we went up. We went up today, which has been pretty nice. After this, we're gonna go do the leg press if it's available. Worst case scenario, what we end up doing is just I think we might just do some squats or something. Maybe some Smith machine just to kind of finish it off if the leg press is taken. It's kind of the same thing. It's just I guess you would say the angle and everything and how you're placing yourself, but it's still a press. Okay. I'm gonna take maybe like a minute or 2. I'm rethinking my life decisions right now. Not gonna lie. If you don't rethink your life decisions during your leg day, how hard are you really working? I don't know. How to do it. Wow, this way. Maybe one. That wasn't bad. Wasn't too bad. I'm sweating like crazy, but let's go do some leg press now. Now, let's go ahead and let's do our first and last leg press now. We're already throwing 6 wheels, 3 on each side. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. I'm just gonna do one, and then I'm gonna sit here and do 4 sets of calves, just because we already have the weights on here. It might as well already set up, but I think a good set of leg press gonna do is good right before we switch over to leg extensions. Man, today I actually don't feel that tired compared to most days. I think on Monday felt way more tiring than today for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just kind of what it is sometimes when it comes to the gym. Some days just feel better than others, and you don't know why exactly. Sometimes it can be sleep. Maybe you haven't ate properly throughout the whole day. Whatever it might be. Okay. I'm gonna try my best, but we'll see. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna do some calves now for 3 or 4 sets. Thankfully, we get to take off these knee sleeves because they be fucking killing my circulation. All right, I'm gonna sit here in pain for maybe 2 minutes, and then I'll do fucking calves, but I won't be recording that. I'll see you guys for some leg extensions. Hopefully they're open. Now, we're gonna do 2 sets of these. Now, I'm thinking we do 205 plus the extra weight that this has. I'm hoping that I can get maybe 7, maybe 8 is what I'm hoping. I'm gonna use the belt for this one. And then after this, I'm gonna go drink some water. I have a tendency of not drinking water throughout my sets, and then next thing you know, at the end of my workout, my lips are hella fucking chapped from being so dehydrated. Okay, let's do it. The handle's the only thing that's still broken. Okay. Now, the unfortunate thing about this specific machine currently is that the handles are broken. So to stay in place, it's a little bit more tricky. But what I am gonna do is maybe bring the seat back just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now, we got 6 for that one. I think that was good. I think for the last one, we're gonna do 195. Try to get maybe 7, maybe 9. We'll see. I'm gonna go drink some water. I'll see you guys for the next clip. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a close up. Now, I'm not sure if there's a class here every day, but yesterday there was a class, so we need to be a little bit careful for the dumbbell stacks on this side of the gym. Just because if the class is starting, we have to move to the other side, just because they might use those. So we just have to be a little bit more careful. I actually need to pay attention maybe to when the classes start, because I feel like we've been running into them quite a bit, and I have to move from location. So that's kind of on me, just because I haven't really looked at the schedule. And I know when I first started coming here that they were gonna have classes and they were gonna use this side of the gym. So it's kind of on me. Anyways, let's do our last one. After this, we're gonna move to a machine right next to us, do some adductors. So I'm thinking 4 sets, and then we should be done with, legs. That's honestly the most difficult thing. And then we do biceps, man. I think that's gonna be the most funnest thing after this. I think we're gonna go grab the dumbbell stack, or maybe we'll grab the cable stack right in front of us. We'll see what we end up getting. For now, let's go hard with this one. I forgot to turn on my music. Fuck. Let's fucking pause at that. Let's hit it for maybe 2 more. Oh my fucking god, why is this so hard? I fucking hate these shits. Leg extensions for sure feel just like hamstrings. Have a love-hate relationship with them. Alright, let's hit it for 2 more. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Let's go to the other one. With one of the benches, but the class was catching up to us, so we weren't able to grab one of the ones because they usually use a 3 close to the dumbbell stack. I think we're trying to grab both standing up. Now, I think we're gonna use this bar right here. Try to go hard. Now, after this, I think we're gonna do a single arm and then just focus directly on our left arm first and then our right back. Let's just try to go hard with these first 3, maybe 2. We'll see what we end up doing. Now, this cable stack for sure feels just a tiny bit more heavy. So I think we're gonna do. Should we do 50? Nah, let's do 55. Fuck it, let's go hard. Let's do 55 kg. Let's see how that goes. Can we get one more? That's right. Okay, that was good. Now, I think for the second set, we're gonna do 50 kg. That 55 felt pretty good though. Got a solid 6. I think maybe for the 50, we either get 6-2 or maybe we get 7-8. We'll see. Let's do our second one now. These are feeling pretty good, so I think we're gonna do 3. And then I think we're just gonna move over to one of the handlebars. I think we're just gonna do one hand at the same time. Now, I'm thinking we either face this way and do it, or we face this way and do it. It kind of depends. Let's hit these 50 for a spin. Let's see how it goes. Maybe for at least a solid, and then, I don't know, 7, 9, if I get lucky, but we'll see. That was good. I think we can do one more with the 50s, to be honest. At least get a solid 5 or 6. So I think we got 7 on that one. I think we can get a solid 6 with this. We'll see. Wow. Just kicking my ass right now. Oh my fucking God. That's it. Okay. Man, I'm fucking out of it. I'm not gonna lie. I I made a bit of a mistake today. I ate my fucking calories way too soon. And so after this, my post workout is gonna be a fucking oiko with yeah, just an oiko. Honestly, just one. Probably choose a strawberry because that's my favorite flavor. And then for dinner, we're gonna have 2 of the pita breads with 2.5 servings of the chicken strips. It's a little bit of a smaller meal, but that's what I got. I ended up eating 2 halo this morning. I had one of the cheesecake and cookies, and then I also had one of the triple chocolate fudge. So I kind of went in this morning because I picked up a bunch of stuff. Actually, let me show you guys the Safeway pickup that I picked up this morning. That's what we picked up. They had a bunch of things on sale. They had the Quakers on sale. I think they had 2 for $5 or $5.50. Fucking deal. Because we usually pick those bad boys up for like $4.99 when they're not on sale. I think we're taking off for 599, so it's kind of a bit of a bummer, but luckily we got them all on sale today. So we saved quite a bit of money. I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty good day today. Okay. Let's do some single arm work now. I am thinking we're gonna do it behind the back this way instead of this way because we already did some curls this way, so I'm gonna go do some behind the back work. All right, now it's a little bit heavier. We're for sure gonna have to go a little bit lower. I'm going to do 20. See how that goes. Let's do sand real quick. And I think I'm gonna move the camera just a tiny more back. We're just a tiny bit too close. We are actually kind of good. All right. Let's start with our left and then we'll match it. I did say I was gonna do it behind the back. Let's do that. Okay. Let's use 6 on that right now. Okay. Now, I don't want to get an extra one with my right because we want our left to catch up now. We got 2 more sets of these now. Now there's a bit of a class going on, so I can't really kind of score on through and get the 2.5. So I think we're just gonna stick to the 15s. Oh man, I'm already fucking gassed. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But at least we're almost done, which is good. Which is good. Well, you know what's so funny? I completely fucking forgot that we also have forearms. I was just thinking on just having biceps, so never mind. Now it's just done. We'll still gotta do forearms after this, so there's to go. All right, let's do the second one. Let's say these 20s for a spin again. Let's try to get at least a solid 7. Hopefully, again, we're gonna start with our left. You put some music actually. Okay. Let's get 6 on it right now. I think we're gonna move down on our last one. We're gonna do one more. Now, I think no, I think we're just gonna do the same thing again. Do one at a time. I think that'll be pretty good. We're gonna start with our left and then just match up right after that. That's our last one. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a different view from this side. I think that's cool. No, I think we're gonna go down. Here's to 15 and see how that goes. Now, I think we're gonna get maybe roughly around maybe 8, maybe 9 if we get lucky. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I just have to give you guys a right side view. I mean left. Okay. Let's get it on our right now. We're done. I'm gonna finish off with the forearms. I still guys put the fourth one up next. I'm gonna grab a corner after this. But it's time to get to just the forearms. So at least we're done. Okay, I'll see you guys for the closing. Okay, now I had to find a bit of a corner just because it's kind of busy at the gym right now. So we're gonna do a quick pose down. I'm gonna try my best to isolate my voice for this because there's a class going on right now and they're playing the bangers. But either way, let's see what kind of damage we did today. We can't go without taking a look at the pumps. But man, today's leg day was fire. Take a look in the back. Okay. I think that is it. Today was a good ass fucking day. Man, we came in a little bit nervous, not knowing whether we were gonna get a good session. And just because leg day, it's hella fucking tiring. And sometimes I overestimate my strength. For example, something on the hack squat, the 25 feels hella fucking heavy, but today wherever they hit a fucking like a good ass PR where everything felt pretty good. So I think it's only going out from here. Man, I've been uh I've been pretty fucking happy with this gym, I'm not gonna lie. They have literally everything we need, and they're just getting a calf raise machine. Sometime maybe this week, next week, not sure, but once they get a calf raise machine, really there's nothing else. If they're able to get a pendulum squat in here, even better. Honestly, they probably will at some point because they're pretty fucking stacked, I'm not gonna lie. Now a lot of people be saying whether it makes a difference if you go to a fantasy gym or a regular gym. Now, I'm the type of person that says you can make any type of gains at any specific gym that you go to, as long as you're going hard every single time you go in. Now, with this specific gym right here, for example, I feel like just because the machines go so much better with your anatomy of your body, they're newer, they're smoother. I feel like overall it feels way better. You get a better contraction and everything. So I want to say maybe it just gives you a little bit more of a boost. I wouldn't say it's like super, super impactful, but I think it makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not gonna lie. Just based on how I've been feeling everything compared to the other gym we've been to. So I think we made a good call switching over here. Anyways, I gotta go home. I got barely maybe like 900 calories to play with because I had two of the Halo tops, and so we kind of went in this morning. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, that's enough. Let's show you guys the legs one more time, give you guys a little bit more, and then we'll go home. Let's make sure you guys can see me. Perfect. Okay, that's it. That's enough posing. I need to go home. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some chest, some triceps, and some hamstrings. Remember,